It's been a while since I made a video, and the inspiration of this video was the one and only Dr. Trey. Dr. Trey recently made a video about the Nintendo NX, and in his video he discusses the possibilities of what the console could be, and as well as should it be powerful enough to compete with the current gen or aspire to be something greater. And like any good video, it inspires others to create their own content based on that. And so I decided to do my own video. It's been a while since I've done a video, so shout out to Dr. Trey for the inspiration. Now, how powerful should the Nintendo NX be? Well, when you look back at the history of Nintendo has always been an innovator, but not necessarily an innovator as far as power. Now, there were a few exceptions like the 2002 GameCube, where it was in fact one of the most powerful systems out at that time. But for the most part, Nintendo's really concentrated on the innovation of the control. So again, we're back to the original question. Should Nintendo compete with the PS4 or aim higher? Well, to accurately answer that question, you've got to ask yourself one important question. How important is 1080p gaming today? And for most people, that seems like a silly question. Everyone always talks about 1080p, 60 frames a second. That's clearly the standard that everyone is striving to reach. Well, for the console market, 1080p gaming at 60 frames a second is a reasonable goal, but in reality, is it a goal that is already dated? Should they aspire for something greater? Will competing with 1080p gaming give them any leverage with third-party support to gain market share back? I have to agree with Trey on this one. I really don't think so. Now, what I say may sound a little weird, but think of it this way. Right now, we're living in an age where 1080p TVs are not even being created nor pushed anymore. Whether we all want to admit it or not, we're living in the age of 4K. And when living in the age of 4K means higher expectations. Now, I know that to have a game running at 4K at 60 frames a second is something that even current PC gaming machines are struggling to meet. But in an age where third parties are actually pushing the industry these days instead of actually the console manufacturers, it is a worthy goal to take into consideration. Now, the Nintendo NX must be a system that can compete and gain third-party support. And honestly, realistically, 1080p just isn't going to cut it anymore. Now, I'm not striving for something extreme, but Nintendo may need to do a little bit of future-proofing if they expect to compete with the next generation consoles. More to come.